We'll start by looking at mol ek of ek inv mol. Let's start by looking at the current state. What we see is that our goal is a times x equals y, and we have as assumption x equals inverse of a times y. Here are the axioms that we can use. Mol soc, 1 mol, mol left inv, and we also have a lemma we proved earlier called mol left cancel. So how would we go at proving this? Right now we can't use mol soc because we don't have any of these patterns showing up. We could use 1 mol applied in the left direction and get the y to become 1 times y. So if we try that, applied in the left direction, 1 mol with argument y. So now we have a times x equals 1 times y. We could then use mol left inverse, again in the left direction, to make the a appear. And what we see now is a times x equals a inverse times a times y. However, as we can see, we don't have this pattern showing up here. Actually, if we try to rewrite h, what happens is we see that we have a times a minus 1 on the left side, but on the right side we have a minus 1 times a, which aren't necessarily equal to each other, because this would assume that we're in a commutative group, and as we can see, we don't have commutativity as one of our axioms. So this won't work to prove the given goal. So what else could we try? One thing that we have extra is mol left cancel, which will, when we have something like b equals c, we can supply it with a times b equals a times c and cancel a on the left side. So we could apply mol left cancel with a inverse. That gives us our a inverse appearing on the left side on both sides of the equation. From there, we see that we already have the pattern on the right side of the h, and so we can do a rewrite in the left direction of h. Great, so now we have our x that shows up here, and we're starting to see the direction that this proof will take. So we see that we have a inverse times a, and that's what we need to apply mol left inverse. However, right now we see that the multiplication is applied on the parentheses are around the second times here. We'd like to do our rewrite on the first multiplication. So first we'll do a rewrite of mol soc in the left direction. Perfect. And now we can finally apply mol left inverse. This will be in the right direction. And now we can apply 1 mol, again in the right direction. And as we can see, now we have our goals accomplished.